What's up guys, it's Nukin and I'm back with another Galaxy Heroes video, and I actually had prepared a whole video on how I almost solved the teaser, and then it seems like the community has already very quickly figured out that this is actually a teaser for a special, very special character. Real quick, I've actually been sick this past week, so that's probably why you haven't seen too much of me, but I will be going back to a regular schedule. This was the post here from CG Crumb, and it was complicated, and I went and actually decided to scratch that, and I took the top and the bottom and kind of decoded it with this alphabet here, and everyone kind of already kind of did that, and then I found out that it alluded to these things, and then it seems like we've already uncovered a unlisted hidden video, and I wanted to kind of showcase that and not kind of bore you guys with all of this puzzle talk, because I know a lot of you kind of just wait until it's solved anyways. So, where is it? Window, capture. Whoops. There we go. All right, you ready for this, guys? You may have already seen this too, but you might enjoy my response. The road ahead. It's even titled The Road Ahead. And this was seen on the EA Star Wars YouTube channel, so this is legit. So here we go. A legend from the old Republic. Oh, we kind of already know what this is going to be. Yep, that is a Revan. Savior, conqueror, hero, villain. Yep, he was those things. I don't know what that is, but it looks scary. Looks like Revan's about to face it. Is that it? Oh, wow. That was it. Okay, well, that was a little bit of a tease, literally. Well, let's go back for a second. Let's try and figure out if this video can give us any clues. Okay. A legend from the old Republic. That really looked like Darth Revan, right? Am I crazy? I think that's Darth Revan. Well, it could be the light side Revan, right? Doesn't have to be the dark side Revan. It looked like it was the Jedi Revan. Unfortunately, Jedi scum, and it looks like you're facing off against this. Here's Revan. You can see Revan here, right? Revan is facing off against this beast. Kind of reminds me of the Rancor. I'm not a lore expert. I haven't played the KOTOR games, but that looks like something that someone might actually know what this beast is. And it seems like you're going to be facing off against this with Revan, which makes me think a whole bunch of things. I have more questions than I have answers. So let's kind of talk about this. Let's have a chat. So first off, let's go into what this could be. So a legend has emerged. So a new character. This is a new character. This is a Revan of some kind. Probably the light side Revan. Okay? Light side Revan is coming to Galaxy of Heroes. Road Ahead means kind of linking to the Road Ahead blog post, which means that this quarter we're finally getting Revan. If you guys recall, earlier in the year, HK47 was being hyped up. I think it was the character of the month, and people were thinking we're going to use HK to unlock Darth Revan, and that was kind of all shut down. And here we have finally Revan in the same year he's coming out, but it's not the Revan that I think everyone kind of wants. They want the Darth Revan, or they want a Revan that's light side and dark side. This seems like it's just a light side Jedi scumbag Revan. But, you know, more legendaries. I guess he's going to be a legendary. But, yeah, so that's Revan. So a character coming this quarter, Revan, thinking he's going to be a legendary, but He could also be a heroic journey character. He could also be a reward in a new sort of mode, a new raid, something else. It'd be really interesting if they launched another raid when we just had the Sith raid in the same year, but it could be a new raid. I'm thinking that it's a heroic journey event. So let's go into the game real fast. I'll talk about that. Actually, let's finish talking about this clip. So, and I'll explain why. So this also makes me, the combination of this image looks like Revan, and this phrasing here, how he's a conqueror, he's a hero, he's a villain, light side, dark side, that kind of all leads me to think Revan. And now this right here, where you're using Revan to face off against the beast, makes me think that it could be a new mode or raid, because why would you be using Revan? We need to unlock him first. So if you're, this seems like we've already unlocked him and we're using him against this beast. So this beast doesn't exist in the game unless that's like Rancor's grandfather or something. I don't know. But it seems like not only are we going to get Revan, it seems like we're getting something else. So, yep. And it's a fearsome foe of some kind. So, okay, so that's the clip. Now let's go into the game. Let's close out of this. Let's go into the game. Window capture. That was that. Okay. Okay. We're in the game. This is my main account. Hopefully it's not too glitchy. Looks a little glitchy. Okay. So, forgive me if it's glitchy. So this is my account. We're going to go in and look at the Old Republic. All right, so they have their own faction tag. Actually, real quick, let's look at the bounty hunters. We just had a legendary event, right? We used bounty hunters. These are my bounty hunters. And we used these guys to unlock Chewbacca in the one famous Wookiee legendary event, right? So he's a rebel, right? Yeah. Chewbacca. Here's Chewbacca. So he was a scoundrel, and we used bounty hunters. They're kind of like a similar faction to unlock Chewbacca. So in legendary events, usually you're using the same faction, the opposite faction, etc. to unlock the character. So with the Old Republic, there's really no opposites of the Old Republic, unless you want to say the dark side Old Republic, but these are all light side characters. Light side Bastila, light side T3, light side, light side, light side, back to Bastila. These are all light side characters. Light side Revan. Jedi scum light side Revan. Or is he a Jedi? Maybe, maybe not, but he's a light side character. So there's that. Now, let's go back to the characters. Jedi, droid, Jedi, scoundrel, scoundrel. Do you see how they're not all the same faction? This means, at least to me, that this is going to be a heroic journey event. Light side Revan will most likely, in my opinion, be a heroic journey event coming this quarter. You're going to need the Old Republic faction. Now, you can yell at me if I'm wrong, but I have an inkling that this is going to be the case. So what does that mean? Heroic journey event characters, you need to either, it's all or nothing, 7-star or bust. There is no 5-star unlock. Like I know in the Chewie event, some people didn't have strong enough bounty hunters start up or geared up. They didn't even get a 7-star Chewbacca. Did make a legendary guide for that, but I knew not everyone got a 7-star Chewbacca. This is going to be different. It's all or nothing. You need 7-star characters to do this event. So look at me. What have I got? 5 stars, working on almost on 6. Jolie's working on 5 on his 5th star. Same with Zalbar. Mission Val stuck at 3. T3 working on his 6th star. So I personally, if this event was gonna launch tomorrow, I would not be ready. So we don't know when this event is going to be. I'm assuming that it's going to be an event, and it could be coming, you know, tomorrow. It could be coming a month from now. We don't know, but it seems to be coming this quarter, and I think it's going to involve these characters, and because of that, I think it's going to be a Heroic Journey event. Now, the last Heroic Journey event we got was JTR. We had to use Resistance to get Jedi Training Rey, and you had to also, before unlocking the Resistance characters that were required, there were specific characters. You had to get BB-8, which requires First Order. This seems to be the stepping stone of that, and it wasn't too difficult, actually, I don't think, to unlock that character. You needed to use the Smugglers, I think, as well, right? And they're not Resistance characters, so that's kind of how you get Heroic Journey event characters. The Smugglers weren't even Resistance, and that's kind of another kind of clue, because looking back in the past history of Heroic Journey events, they don't necessarily all need to be the faction of the character that you're unlocking. So that is also another clue that it's going to be Heroic Journey event, excuse me, to unlock Revan. Now, the Chewbacca event was harder. Got to go back to the Old Republic, and actually the Bounty Hunters. The Chewbacca event seemed to be geared for Gear 11 or Gear 12, and so if the Heroic Journey event follows suit, you may actually need higher geared characters to get this done. So the GTR event and the CLS event seem to require kind of Gear 8 characters. That bar may be raised. You may need Gear 9, Gear 10, Gear 11. You may need a Zeta or something like that. So let's go back to the Old Republic. Assuming that I am correct here, and this is happening, you're going to want to not only take all these characters to 7-star, hoard your gear so you can gear these guys up. Don't put gear on anyone else besides these guys until you have unlocked Revan, and think about saving your Zetas and Omega ability mats and putting them on some of these characters. Basilisk Sean will be a good leader to have in this event, potentially. Bindo has a Zeta. The droid has a few Zetas, but it's not going to help you probably in this event. Who knows? We'll see. Zalbar and Mission Val are very good. They have Zetas that work together, so that might be a thing to consider. Anyways, so that's kind of what I got from all this. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Are you excited for a potential light side Jedi Revan? Are you even close to being prepared for this? I know people have been speculating and have been working on these guys already as it is. I was as well, but I am probably not as prepared as some of all you. I want to know what you guys think about Revan and how prepared you think you will be for an event like this, and I'll see you guys all next time. Cheers.
The Force will be with you, always.